Counter trend trading will destroy you if you don't have a clear understanding of the fundamentals of the market. Now, the reason I can say that so confidently is because I got eaten alive trading counter trend when I first started trading. So that is very, very important to be able to tell the difference between a continuation model and a reversal in the market. You have to have a very solid entry model, and you have to be able to know when to actually enter a counter trend move. So that's what I'm going to be covering in this video. It's going to be very important. And guys, as a little bonus, I'll also shoot you over a free strategy that I trade every single day on the New York Open. And guys, I've made a lot of money off it. So if you want the free sauce, I suggest you to stay to the end. So let's get right into it. So the big question, when is the downtrend actually over and when is the market actually going to reverse? Well, this is very simple. Like, simply look for a sell side liquidity, right? Beautiful sell side, this is quite obvious. And on top of it, we have a fair value gap. So let's see. This is a very key zone of rejection. Let's push price a bit forward. Let's see. We didn't tap into it yet. Very close. There's that tap. Perfect. Let's go down to a lower time frame. Let's see if we have a little trigger for an entry. Let's see. Do we have any inversion? Oh, very close, but no. This is still a fair value gap. So let's see. Let's see. Doesn't look like anything yet. We didn't invert this. We're still considering it a fair value gap. Still pushing forward. And overall, there was no entry model. So what happened? Yeah, we ended up pushing lower. And that is a clear example. Just because you have a higher time frame confluence as to where price wants to go. If you don't have a lower time frame entry, there is no entry. It's as simple as that. Now, let me show you a proper example. So now, just by looking at this, we have a very clear uptrend, right? Well, what happens now? Let's continue pushing price. We end up having a rejection lower, right? Where is price going to reject? How do we know where price is going to continue higher so we can take that counter trend trade? Well, first thing to mark out, what do we have? We have a buy side liquidity. Now, this gives us some confluence I just said buy side liquidity, sell side liquidity. Now, that gives us some confluence as to where price wants to go. On top of it, we have a fair value gap. This is like going to the gym on steroids. Sell side liquidity with a fair value gap is so strong. Let's see, what's price going to do? We have the rejection. See, that is one way that you can tell where the rejection is actually going to hit. You don't enter the trend over here saying, oh, we're going to have a rejection over here and we're going to continue higher. No, bro. What's your reason for the rejection? We have a push lower. We have a sell side liquidity with the fair value gap. Then we have the rejection higher. Put some confluence on the plate. Same thing over here. Let's push price over here, even though you know what the heck's going to happen. But still, right over here, what do we have? We have a sell side liquidity. Beautiful. Mark it out. What else do we have? We have multiple fair value gaps. So let's just group them all together, which you could do, by the way, if you didn't know that. And what do we have? We have the rejection. Guys, this is how you can catch counter trend trades. Again, you're not going to enter the trade over here. Why would you enter a trade over here? There's no reason. Enter it when we have that sweep of liquidity inside of Mr. Steroid over here. Then you can have the rejection higher. Nothing before. Only once you have a sell side with a fair value gap. As well, if you don't have a fair value gap, no problem. Have an SMT with the NASDAQ and the S&P. NASDAQ, S&P 500, SMT, very important. If you don't have the fair value gap, it works just as well. Now, that is how you can find a counter trend move. Don't take it just because you have a feeling. Who cares about your feelings? Take it based on a confluence. Second thing, if you're using TradingView, put this on your charts right now. SND profile by TFO. Because look how beautiful this is. And this marks out both the Asia, the London, and the New York. What happens every single time when we take out a London session? We always have a rejection. Now, let me find an example over here so I can actually show you what I'm talking about. Well, right here, what do? We have a London getting swept on the buy side. During the London session, what do we have? Beautiful rejection lower. Now, let's mark that sell side. What do we have? Beautiful rejection because we're taking out, during the New York session, we're taking out a London low. we have a rejection higher. Now, this is another very valid way to try to find rejections in the market and trend rejections. What do we have over here? Asia getting the buy side getting taken during London. What do we have? Beautiful rejection lower. I have no idea what the heck I just did. Now, same thing. Over here was a quite of a strong move, but actually not even. First, why do I keep clicking buy side? First thing, what do we have? Buy side liquidity right over here. Have the rejection. We have that push lower. Same thing. Right over here. What do we have? Sell side liquidity. What do we do? Have the rejection. We push higher. Guys, session times are very, very, very important. London low again, getting swept. What do we do? Have the rejection. Guys, like at this point, bro, if you make trading difficult, but you're doing it to yourself, trading is really not that hard. Every single time when you come into the market, mark out a London high. What do? A little chop over here, I agree, but we ended up having that push lower. It's like this every single day. Look at session times. Those are very key zones of rejection. So now for the bonus video, this is literally my A+ strategy that I trade every single day during the New York Open. Guys, the strategy has ever yet to fail. And if you have actually stayed to the end of the video, you have honestly done yourself a very big favor because this is an insane model. So let's get right into it. Looking at price over here, it's very obvious we're in a downtrend. So where are we actually going to reverse? Well, what do we have first? We have a sell side liquidity. Once again, very beautiful. We also have a fair value gap. Again, very beautiful on the higher time frame. Now, you remember, what are we missing for an entry model? Well, I kind of just said it, our entry. So let's look. 3-minute time frame. Let's see any good price. We have beautiful price action. We have what? We have a manipulation leg. And we have, that's buy, no, wrong. Oh my God, wrong button. Sorry. Manipulation leg. Market structure shift at the highs, which is also AKA our break even. And we have our order. No, oh my, bro, what am I saying? Inversion for value gap. Okay, wait, sorry. Manipulation leg, market structure shift, which is also known as our break even, with the inversion for value gap. Finally, I said it correctly. And where are we going to enter? Standard deviation. We're going to put right at these lows to the top. -1 is going to be my first take profit. -2 is going to be my second take profit. And let's see how price is going to play. Little rejection. Can still move in though. And that's -1. That could be full TP. Up to you. Depends if you're greedy or not. And then -2 gets taken. So as you can see, guys, -1 standard deviation is a very key zone of rejection. So very possible that we reject off that -1 and actually come right back down to this inversion, which in this case we got very close, but we didn't. -2 ended up getting taken. That could be full TP. So guys, that just goes to show that this model works. You are able to catch reversals, but you have to have a confluence behind it. If we don't have this confluence, then markets could just continue going down. There's no reason for it to actually have a rejection. So if you enjoyed this video and you actually got some knowledge out of it, leave a like, subscribe, let me know what you think. I also have a link down below if you want to trade with me live every single day during the New York Open. And if you want to expand your knowledge, I have a free trial, so go check it out. And if that is that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and peace.